few minutes into stream, you know, usual. I can then at least cut this bit. So
Fair warning. This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am. I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room, and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie. The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here?
why indeed?
Hello? Yeah, I see it. But
Right.
what is it? I can feel it. It resonates. The things you show me, my friend, I forget. It's all in my head. There's no you, right?
It's a very pretty game. Very, very pretty. I love it. But yes, it's Control, and it's an SCP sort of inspired, you know, like basically it's what a AAA game, SCP game would like be like. My game of the year for 2019. Really enjoyed it. I've completely forgotten a lot of the stuff. So yeah, we thought I'd play it. Certain objects are not allowed inside the Bureau. Recent incidents have necessitated an issued reminder of prohibited materials, unauthorized weapons, pages, laptops, smartwatches, smartphones, smart gaming devices, anything smart. Number 2, pencils. Any objects considered iconic representations of an architectural concept, e.g. rubber ducks, ketchup bottles. All materials under the Bureau investigation to be brought in through private entrances. If you see a lobby personnel in breach of these policies, please notify your supervisor immediately. Okay.
Where's everybody? I need someone to point me in the right direction.
Internal lockdown infect. Building lockdown infect. Multiple containment breaches detected. Multiple building shifts detected. Head of research override. HRA protocol activated. Anything out there? Leap. There might be slight stutter, but that's because my game's like I'm running on this on
Federal
fairly
Bureau
high, but I've
of
got
Control.
DLSS.
All these years I've been looking for them and they were hiding in plain sight.
Yeah, I got DLSS on, so I can make it look really pretty. But it's slightly bit stuck because my GPU is still struggling. As all you should know by now, the R4 reports are due by the end of the week. We're still waiting from a number of people. If If you need extension, please request Form R4.E from your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filing R4, then you'll need to get written permission from your department chief saying so. Remember, R4 is a mandatory under section 75.2 of the employee manual. If your R4 requires departmental claims, then please contact the appropriate department head, Dr. Darling, Miss Marshall, Miss Salvador, Mr. Kirkland. They'll be busy on Thursday and an annual policy review, so please schedule accordingly. I can't speak. Best, your admin team. Okay. Oh, you can zoom in. That would have helped. A shark in his Olo secure. Permission to, following basic protocol, shoot to kill. Good luck. I guess I can't get back out.
Hello? Hey, excuse me.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, niin johan on helvet. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, jumalauta.
I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all. Think about it. No face.
But that said, I know what you're thinking. If there's an axe murderer around, that's him.
It's funny how he's just basically read out of mind then. She says nothing about it. But I like... so this has got like ray tracing, so RTX and that. So reflections, you'll be able to see... You can slightly see my reflection in this because it's all based on like proper like... If it was actually light sources. So the light sources in the room, it's realistic like how light would be bouncing off into the wall there, which is pretty cool. So I like the floor. You can see the floor's been like washed and that.
The cell and the poster. I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
He's supposed to be Shawshank Redemption. That's supposed to be based on Courtney Hope. It does have copyright music, but I thought, fuck it. The music in this game is really good, so you lose out by having it gone. But I hope you're all doing okay.
Did I lose you there for a moment? You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau.
Reminder, RE, drafting any public-facing material. While penning out any notifications of death related to Willow AWE, please adhere to the following guidelines. Words, phrases to use. In the service of his/her country, regret, proud pride, will be remembered. Words to avoid. Alaska, scissors, blood bled. Loss, apologies, sorry.
Took him.
Noise. Okay. What's the next one? Oh, we've got assets. Barbara, I'm not to be disturbed. Cancel all my appointments for the rest of the day. For the rest of the week. I can't trust them, Barbara. Not a single one. Trench. What's that? Noise.
Shit.
Oh, he shot himself.
Shit. You want me to pick it up? The murder weapon? Really?
Okay. Testing. We're broadcast from Pyramid Ava. Only director can wield. Gun, sword, intentionally left blank. Your application will be processed.
And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Let's choose to be the chosen.
Look at this place. Where am I?
Places. Bubblegum Polaroid. All none of the above. These are the concepts, tattoos we see in your minds. Service weapon. Like the Paris prison you could occupy.
The same gun.
And we see the dirt on the screen.
Okay.
It's always like you see like
Now I
white
have a gun.
messages, all the horrible bits. I need to clean my screen. Oh, changes controllers. Okay, got it. No reload. Nope. Head inside of my necks. Maybe you'll shoot me. Oh, okay, right there. We wield the gun, you. The border points you. Congratulations, Director.
Something's coming. This threat. An attack. Duty as director. Keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that?
No.
It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here. Things have quieted down outside. Is it safe to go?
125. Okay. It's not good.
You can't let this happen. 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 can't let this happen! You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen. You stopped it. You... Oh, thank you. That was... horror. Get the fuck away!
That was easy.
The hotline. Secure line of communication. Guidance. Reach the hotline.
Come on, reload. Shelter. Right, see what's happening. And we got a box. Some reading material. Marshal, we've checked out for the suspected AWE in Duluth. Wasn't anything, just like the house fire before this, and the malfunction clothes drive before that. My team's getting pretty sick of duds. We need to find a better way to sort the fake AWEs from the real things. We need to rotate these field agents off for a bit. Anyway, we're on route to Sharon Ranch, next on the list. Let's hope it's a little livelier there. Sincerely, Special Agent Keenum. So this game does have slight connections to the other. It plays with the Remedyverse. So really, really obscure reference to Max Payne. You've got the Quantum Break references. There's one reference in it. Alan Wake. Yeah, so it's pretty cool they've done that. There's only like little notes and that, so.
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy. That babbles contain.
How to handle unscheduled visitors entering the lobby. Start with the following. Welcome to Federal Bureau of Control. Established in 1964 as part of the effort to strengthen government relations, we are proud to serve the United States and her people as we strive for transparency and excellence in all respects of esteemed nation's infrastructure. If they do not leave, then ask them these questions. Are you here to see someone? Are you from New York City or just visiting? How do you find this place? If the answer is sufficiently harmless, explain this is a secure federal office and they need to leave. If the answers seem blank, escort them to a private room. And I'm guessing it's strange. Perform the gunner's psychological assessment. If they're responsive to a acceptable range of deviants, see the provided score sheet, then separate immediately, maybe. There's no such thing as too suspicious.
Objects of power
we actually get to see the
can
proper
cause
video
or
now.
be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. A side note, remember to cover their connection to the astral plane as well. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it. Lose and you're, well, fired. Thank you. I'm Dr. Darling, Head of Research, Federal Bureau of Control.
Unread. Oh, read that one. What else have we got here? Dinner reservations at Shay Amra. My wife will meet you there. Don't be late. Flowers ready at the lobby at the reception. She's turning 46. Containment procedure. No unique procedures required. The object's form is variable. When bound, the objects allow Paranortalians to something. This object must be bound with individuals seeking role of the director. The object would determine whether whatever. I don't know what he's going to mean. I know it's like censored. If rejected, the applicant is terminated. The process is dictated by the gun or board, maybe. Through the criteria is unknown. The object was discovered in the oldest house in a room now used as director's office. The popular hypothesis has that it's taken many forms throughout history. Mjolnir. There we go. Excalibur, Ventrinister, all the weapons that powered their user. I don't know. If objects of power are components of forces based on a collective subconscious, then this may be the original manifestation of this event. If this is the case, blah blah blah. Jesus lot. The Bureau has many internal security personnel. The Hiss was quick to take advantage of this fact. Hiss guards use a standard issue bullpup rifle they carried prior to corruption. While the armoured guards carry pump-action shotguns, they have no observed paranatural abilities. The exception that certain Hiss guards are protected by shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Is this shielding a result of prolonged Hiss corruption? Does this Hiss mature in organic hosts over time? More data is needed. Did the Hiss target individuals with combat training? Does the Hiss have that level of cognizance? Does it utilise hosts where they're best suited to? Combat trained hosts are reserved for combat. These are questions for later though, as it's obvious the corrupt individuals retain knowledge of the use of the weapons. Refer to file for full report. And there's the picture of Dr. Ed Trench. So much is expected from the director. The responsibility, the privilege.
It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
Urban legends are believed to affect the creation of alternative materials, but can dictate the characteristics of altered world event. Urban legends are understood as the modern evolution of Jung's to archetypes, recognized certain informed by our own and popularized by our media. We have additionally proven that urban legends can be artificially in pop culture using a Bureau-made anthology television program. Once seeds are sown, human imagination exacerbates the details. Certain paranatural phenomena contain clear elements of popularized folklore. AWEs that only occur on appearances that consume human through two punches on the. These details are living in the minds of so many, giving strength through belief. Urban legend, not just stories for children, they're paranatural realities waiting to happen. Refer to file 493, 69, 42. Full report. Any more? Oh wow, it's very red.
Must cleanse control points. An enemy. Corrupt. Spreading them.
Cleanse the control point.
Okay.
What does that mean? Help me fix it.
There we go.
it. You did it.
I am
We
magic.
did it.
Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Who?
Are you with us?
Nah.
With the Bureau?
Outfits. What outfits can I? Ooh. Astral dive suit. Home response.
Please, talk to me.
Tactical
We
response.
saw you deal with the
I like that
compromised
one.
agents.
I like urban response. It's like Mike Fly's outfit.
Is it safe to come out?
No.
I can't tell you how happy I am
Mayday.
to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual.
I was so
I'm
concentrated on
Pope,
it.
Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
What's this about?
My turn.
It's-
Should I lie?
I mean,
Jesse Faden.
you just
I'm just visiting.
missed like a lot of
I should
explanation
have
about
lied.
it.
Oh shit! You're the new director. Hold on, we're coming out.
I'll try to explain in a second. Hey Fritz as well. You're not coming to voice? Or you're staying in chat today?
Director.
No, that's fine, it's fine.
Faden.
I had
Call
to
me
restart
Jesse.
stream about
Okay,
half past
Jesse.
7 anyway.
I'm Emily.
Because the game was messing up. And
If
OBS was
somehow
messing up.
this hostile force, this
Hiss?
I didn't mean it as like,
That works.
oh, you missed out.
somehow
on
the
something. I
Hiss
just-
managed to infiltrate the
I-
building
I
without
was
any
all
warning.
explaining.
And just like
Just
that,
about
my name for
20
it is
minutes ago.
official. The Hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah,
I found his body. And the
Right.
gun.
Yeah.
Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
I'll give you.
The
I'll
service
call you
weapon.
back in a second, by the way.
Also,
I just saw it on the phone.
and this can sound
I get a
crazy,
notification.
but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the Hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
you did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet. A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even. Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point,
So what's the spend about it?
then you
It's
can
the Hiss
maybe
that's
cure
controlling it.
those infected or possessed by the Hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
I
Emily
chose-
Pope.
I chose that outfit, by the way. You can.
I don't
choose
know
different
her,
outfit. You can not
but I
look
like
more
her
outfits as
already.
well.
She's the
It's really
opposite
cool when you
of
can
the
unlock later.
faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau.
Oh,
she's a
Pope,
part of.
you mean?
Yes. I can try.
She got grey hair. I think
I'm
she's
speaking
blonde.
for you, of course. We can try it together.
Right.
Okay. You with me? We did it
I
before.
am
Push
Jesse
the
Faden.
Hiss out.
Sydney. I can change different outfits. So I got a tactical response, which is that one. Which is, I guess, is like the coloured version. That this uncoloured. That's Astral Dive suit. It's funny, right? This is exclusive to the PlayStation, but you can, if you do hex code on the game file, you can basically unlock the PlayStation DLC. So, but that's my normal outfit. So that's what you usually go around with. But I like that one. I'm gonna go for this one this time. Right. Give me a second. Whoops.
Hello.
Oh god, that's loud.
My thing decided to be really fucking loud.
It's not letting me share control.
I'll just be delayed.
Yeah, it's fine.
Response anyway.
But yeah, so this game is, I say inspired, but it's loosely like inspired by it, by SCP. It's not heavily like borrowing from it. It's just like bits and bobs and that. They've got their own sort of created ones as well. The Hiss are. It's a bit of a spoiler actually to explain what the Hiss are. But they're the bad guys in this. And as we've been basically appointed a new director, we just walked in on a full lockdown, like she just said, and we've, I guess, taken over already. So there was this gun. This guy, the previous director, shot himself. You pick up the gun, and it's like the pyramid here talks to you and says like, to be the chosen one, you must choose yourself. So like, if you can wield the gun, you can use it, sort of thing. And it's talking about Shawshank Redemption, how like the poster in the prison cell, it's up to you what you decide what the poster is and how you tear it down. Because basically tearing down the poster to see your escape, like see the real world. Not a metaphor. But yeah, like we've got we've now got to try and unhiss this person.
Come on!
No, they're dead. But yeah, like at the moment, like we don't.
The Hiss has burrowed too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
We're slowly discovering about this sort of stuff. So over time, it all.
Jesse, over here.
Hold on.
We need to make a plan, Jesse.
No. Don't tell me what to do.
Hey, that's my thing.
So we've got correspondence. I'm not going to read all this out because I've read them all. But you get like as you pick these files up throughout the bureau, because it's I think, yeah, FBC, Federal Bureau of Control. So you've got AWEs are altered world events.
No, there are events.
Yes. But you get like, different ones to go through, like how. Where is it? Prohibited items. You can't bring like smartwatches, smartphones, smart game device, and that, because it can affect how the house, as it's called, works. Right. The Hiss manifest in human hosts in numerous ways. The most common and least intense form is seen in many corrupted agents floating throughout the bureau. Oh. The Hiss agents have maintained a human appearance. I'm getting really warm now. Hold on. I need to find my...
Mid-sentence.
Do you know when you just feel the heat my body just starting to feel really hot? You're just going to see the green screen flying back and forth now. Where was I? Throughout the Bureau, the Hiss agent that maintain a human appearance undergo no obvious physical transformation. The most notable distinction from an affected human is the fact they levitate. These Hiss...
Of course of course that's notable. It's like the most notable distinction is the fact that they are fucking levitating.
These Hiss have displayed no aggressive behaviour. They only seem to be interested in vocalising the strange incantation ad infinitum. Infinitum? Infinitum. Perhaps these vessels are... This is why you're here, to correct me. Perhaps... I thought you might as well get a first like might as well get your say in it. And where was I? These Hiss display no aggressive behaviour. Perhaps these vessels are only meant to propagate the Hiss corruption, like spores or Wi-Fi boosters, or early cocoons preparing to enter the next stage of evolution. When attacked, Hiss agents disappear, perhaps entering a state of invisibility or undergoing transformation to purely resonant form. The research is ongoing. Refer to file for
redacted.
Yeah. I don't want to say redacted.
Redacted stuff again, huh?
Yeah, it's like a lot of
It's like SCP, huh?
It's. Oh my god! I don't want you to be saying that shit like that. Oh god, why is that little pink
What the hell?
glitched out there?
Objects
I
of
might as well show
power
you this.
can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. A side note, remember to cover their connection to the astral plane as well. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it. Lose and you're, well, fired. Thank you. I'm Dr. Darling, Head of Research, Federal Bureau of Control.
I love the Doctor. I love Dr. Darling. My favourite character. You'll see why over time.
We all love the Doctor.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
Body motive, yeah, it's like
I'm
a
gonna
resonance.
tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it. Listen,
She has someone in her head.
the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered
Your
the whole
hometown is
thing
called
up.
Ordinary?
I've been looking
I'll
for
tell you
this
his name
place
in a
for a
second.
long time. That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an altered world event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench, the ghost, or whatever he is, he mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone, a direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place.
It's in my
We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
Ominous.
Dun dun dun.
This is like the peak of graphics at the moment, by the way. Like this, how you see these games, these are all like real time.
Look, I know this is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions.
Except that one.
The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now.
Alright.
Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jesse. See you back here once you have the hotline.
You don't-
Thanks,
okay.
Emily.
Oh my god. Okay, right. So this because this is the game in the Remedyverse. So like Remedy, people who create this game. The Remedyverse consists of Quantum Break, which they technically don't own 100% yet. It's their game, but it's stuck with Microsoft as owns the license at the moment. So in that, you actually see the FBC referenced in it in Quantum Break, and then you got Max Payne, which Rockstar own. Remedy made Max Payne years ago, but Max Payne's got some characters you are referenced in this game as well, like through notes. And then you got Alan Wake. Alan Wake takes a bigger part in this game, through notes and that. And so basically, what this is their, I guess, their control game, where whenever you see any of the new games now, this will be loosely connected to it. Like it'll be like in that game you'll see something that's been referenced in this game, and such. So it's altered world events. So stuff that's happened, say in Alan Wake, the whole of the game you based on like this light switch which can destroy the darkness and allow you to see through the light. So that's an altered world event, an object of power. I'm not sure what the Max Payne would be connected to. Quantum Break's time travel, so that's like based on that. But it takes the SCP stuff and makes its own sort of own universe lore from it as like an inspiration.
There it is again.
Okay.
Our welcome message.
It's best if the game explains it. Terrible, like without making it sound like, oh, that's a load of shit. It's like we're saying I love about this game as well. It's the RTX, like the lighting, all natural lighting. So because ray tracing, it has, like, say, there's a placement over there. You can see the light only reaches the points it would actually naturally hit.
Yeah.
So
Ray tracing.
yeah.
You're missing a vital bit in this room.
Hold on.
Try it.
I'm missing a what?
You were missing a vital object in that other room.
Oh, was it this. As well, there's like reflections, so...
I mean, it wasn't that, but it's fine.
I'll go back and get it in a second. So we get collectibles as we go on, so... That's a portrait of him. We don't really want to see that, though. Okay, visited the Fulham Nevada accommodations, Desert Sun Inn, Big Sky Motel, Starlight Motel Inn, and In and Out, Aztec Court, Sleepy Bear Motel, Silver Spurs Ranch, El Gato Blanco Inn, A+ Lodge. Accommodation 831, meals 714, gasoline 295, minibar 313, I can't read. I do wonder if a motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state, but hey, I guess I'm not paid to think right. And for the record, I again rescue that you give us a budget to get 2 rooms each night. Agent Rowley and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road, Agent L. Hines. Beans. The boys in research said performing rituals may help and identify the places of power. Drinking those little whiskies is my ritual. What am I missing here then?
It's in the corner. It's really big and green.
Big and green.
Not in that room. The next one.
Oh,
not,
the plant.
not further back. Hey, it's a Monstera Deliciosa! Yay!
Oh god.
It's a Godzilla. No! What did you do?
I didn't realise it would blow up. I misclicked.
Oh my god!
I didn't realise.
That's it, I'm out.
No, I misclicked.
How dare you?
Fun fact, right?
I'm offended.
Fun fact, there's a side mission early which gets you to water all the plants.
You better do it now.
I'm going to do it. You get like a cool little thing. I was, do you know when you just rest your finger on the button? I was like, oh no! As soon as I did it, I was like, oh fuck, I run away.
You can't water that one.
Not anymore. To be fair, there's oh yeah. To be fair, it's explained later, like what happens at the house, and most likely that would come back. It will. I think this is one of the things you wouldn't like playing. You would like the old world things, but like
It's
still
guns, so no.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is the only thing I think you wouldn't like about it.
You'd be screwed playing SCP Containment Breach.
Oh god, yeah, I saw the bloody one we watched before.
Oh, that's not even the half of it.
These people full of powder. They're the hiss, so they're being controlled by the hiss. Yeah, but it's like a resonance thing. So as they're getting shot, they're just sort of resonating. They're just disappearing to nothing. The control, the area's stability has been downgraded to yellow. Reference chart: green, stable; yellow, possibility. No. Low possibility of fuck's sake. Low possibility of anticipated building shifts. That's really hard. Orange, high likelihood of an anticipated building shifts. I can't wait to bloody get meds to fucking make me concentrate a bit. I think this is my bloody ADD. It just doesn't want to read the big words.
Unanticipated building shifts.
There we go. Again, this is what I've got you here for. Just like to speak for me. The hiss resonant field is physical. It's because I've said now I can't impediment that is difficult to define. His barriers appear in more ways to impede escape or access by Bureau personnel. I can say some words, not others. Two methods have been discovered for lowering them: destroy the multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity, destroy the hiss entities in the area. The resonance fields seem to require support of their size and density for other non-connected sources of hiss resonance. Hiss resonance.
Hiss.
Without the ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fall. Doesn't an active... It's because I don't really read you usually that much, so I've got to learn. Inactive structure made of his resonance qualifies as conscious being. Does a distinction make any difference when considering the hiss? What does the rate act of the building walls prevent a movement? Tell us about the hiss. To what degree is watching and planning? Refer to file for report. It may look a bit stuttery, by the way. Like, it really was horribly stuttery before. I had to restart the game. I had to restart the game like from fresh, and I had to change. OBS's encoding from hardware to software, because when it was streamed, it was like it was like that. It was like properly like stuttery. But it's fixed now. It may have a tiny bit of stutter still, but that's because the game's like, I'm not. See, like, it jumps from 32, 38. It jumps from
I don't think as much stuttering as you think there would be.
Oh, I mean, like frame rate stutter. Like, it's partially because the game is very like heavy on the hardware.
Hey, did you know those letters are dead?
What?
Those letters, they're dead.
Okay. What do we just get? So we can get upgrades for our gun as well. So if we can by loading this into our personal mods, like all guns and that, we can say if it's a health thing nearby, it will now suck it to us. There's like as you get more and more personal mods as you go through the game, get them better and better and better. So we just got the very, very minor ones at the moment, but like Astral reload efficiency, they'll reload a bit faster. Or there's one where if you shoot, if you get a good headshot on it, it will give you back the ammo, stuff like that. Did we read the? We did read the other collectible, didn't we? Yeah. There's a crap ton of collectibles over in this game. And it's the good kind. It's like the one that actually gives you like more lore about the game, which I love. Greetings, Dr. Trench. Dr. Trench. Director Trench. Fucking hell, I'd just give up reading. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for a Dead Letters archive. Cataloguing the Bureau's collection... I'll need to stop reading so fast. Collection of delinquent... She's mean to me. She's not what she's doing. It's because I read too fast. We'll provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connections with related topics found among the letters. Maybe I'm dyslexic. I'm starting to think I am. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will follow us. Allow us. Fucking hell, why am I... It's because... Do you know why? It's because my eyes, right, wander off to found. So I read follow us.
You're too impatient. You want to read the next thing.
Maybe. Preserve these windows. Authentic human encounters with the paranormal. Oh. They actually... Can I just say, right, there was one actually...
Paranormal?
There was one actually earlier that says actually referenced paranormal and like... It's fucking...
Ghosts underwater.
There's actually a game, isn't it? I think there's actually a game called Paranormal.
Probably.
The letters came to us from various places and times, gathered by the Postal Service as undeliverable. The Bureau is a perfect home. I guess it's easier for follow than a mouse.
Yeah.
Perfect home. You can tell I don't read much. Like I've never, even in school, I never read that much. Like I
don't read books, so.
Yeah, I never really got a lot of the stuff we did a lot of computer stuff. That's the problem when I was growing up. We had there's some computers around.
Oh, hydrate.
You can read it for me if you want.
The letters came to us from various places and times, gathered by the postal services as undeliverable. The Bureau is the perfect home for them. I realize not all letters contain accounts of genuine paranatural events, but even the erroneous ones allow us insight into how the unknown is perceived by real people. Of course, I will first compile a system to allow us to analyze the letters for any information or suspected connections to AWEs and other altered materials. So thank you again. Can't wait to delve into my dead letters. P. Bartwell.
P. Well. You can read for me from now on.
You'll be lingering on the screen for like 5 seconds before I actually see it.
I will have no malingerers in my shop. I can't fetch my lolly.
Oh, I'll have that lolly in a second. Thank you. I realise I've not got my mouse software plugged in, so I can't do proper aiming. Like, it's not got my original sensitive setup. Oh, there we go. So you cleanse control points, getting rid of the hits basically. Vote for my head friend. This is what I was saying earlier, is like everything is always changing, so it's like never...
Oh god, this reminds me of the hallway.
The hallway?
Okay, so there is an SCP which is an endless hallway. You walk through a door into a hallway, and then you walk through the next door into the same hallway.
There's something...
But wait. Each hallway is in a different universe, so there's always some sort of difference, whether it be in that hallway or somewhere outside. But the more you go through, the worse it gets.
There's something similar to that. I think there is anyway. You'll see later.
Just think PT and have fun.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on, and they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
So you may be hearing that noise, the whispering.
Yeah.
That's them. That's the hiss. That's what.
Communications.
The way it's described
On the
is
right
that
track.
the hiss is there just as well as like the hiss is them talking.
Okay.
Fun fact. I found out yesterday. Oh, it's a lot of blood. Fun fact: in each language, if you're playing this in German, they speak German.
I think so.
Well, it's cool that even if it's just gibberish, like gibberish word, like English words, they still did it for German speakers as well, and like all the other languages. You okay, mate? Not anymore.
I think he's dead.
An object of power. Looks like the hiss of latched
Right,
onto
right.
it. We need to cleanse it.
See, there you go. There's an object of power. Ignore me. Ignore me. Ah! We need to get hold of that now. Run. Oh god. No. There we go. So you get these sort of things for up there.
Yeah.
We can control it. The floppiness nuke can be bound to gain launch pieces. Teach us to believe, Director. And he said Doctor
It's
again.
harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the Bureau seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
Now we can do it like this. And carry big old
Now you're in cube dimension.
Yep. This is basically the void that the board lives in, so the pyramid. The ones that basically gave me this gun, basically to like give me a trial, like to see if I deserved to be the director.
So this like tutorial area.
Yeah. I love this power. Just fucking launch things and shit at people's heads.
Like here, have this. Would you like a gift? Have this.
Oh, free hit kill.
Did you order a here? Here. Here's your package.
I wash my hair, right? And because when it's washed, it goes all fluffy. Oh my god, it itches my ear so much. I need to trim it on my ear.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it.
Here's your mail. Oh.
Special delivery.
So now, well, I got this. I love the sound as well. Waiting for the guy to come around the corner. Come on. Oh, you bastard. You're not dead.
He magic.
And now Now we can leave.
And break your ankles on that.
Ooh, shelter. Leap. Whoops, wrong one. I tend to do that a lot, just grab random item just as I'm trying to press something. Here we go.
You want me to read it?
I thought that's what you were doing. I thought you were waiting for it to come on screen.
Oh. I didn't know it was a book. Book Club Notes for Penny by L. Sampson. So I don't usually read a lot of sci-fi, but as far as space operas go, this was alright. The title, Unless You, could refer to a bunch of things in the book, I guess, but I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way the characters kept throwing it around almost like a catchphrase got real annoying real fast. The best part of the story was the space battles. I sided with the Fixers, obviously, because they had the coolest tech and the moves made the most sense to me. Honestly, if I had to choose between some hoity-toity flowers in guns space hippies or a badass bunch of warriors who go around devouring planets like cheap sushi on a Sunday, I know who I'm picking. That scene where they invade City Planet and Invade City Planet, is that seriously the name they went for? Okay.
Invade City Planet.
And convert the entire population using those brainworms? And that space dog fight between those two ace pilots? Sign me the fuck up. What kind of ruined the whole thing for me was when my favourite character got killed, not even halfway through the story, by getting a battery cylinder launched into his face by a gravitational anomaly. His death didn't feel necessary at all.
I wonder what that's based on, because a lot of this stuff's actually based on real world stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure someone's read a book like that.
Possibly.
You know what's funny, right? I'm looking at OBS, right? And the frame rate looks perfect. I'm looking back at my game, it's just slight stuck. That makes no sense.
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mail.
No. Oh, can't
Locked. Maybe there's a key nearby.
Maybe.
This must open the door.
Oh. Control point.
Clearance. You need the big machine that turns things into other things.
Yeah.
You don't know yet. You'll get there someday.
Do it later tonight if you want.
Yes.
See what I mean? I instead of pressing F, I keep bloody pressing E. So it's pressing E in games.
It's like, how do I open this door? Brick.
They can fly now. Great.
Explosives. Where is he? Ah. Shit, I'm about to die. Heal. Ah. I hate that about this game. You're so weak at the start.
Oof.
Yeah. I want my shield.
You're not allowed one.
Not yet.
You're not Captain America.
Captain Director. See, it's good I've got that capture point actually. Yeah. Oh, I can't really skip it. Oh, shit.
They can fly now. Great.
Trip over something. You do 10% of your source. I know I do. I hated this. Fucking when I played first, originally played it, when it first came out. But this guy is a bastard because you can't hide many places. And he throws stuff at you randomly and he dodges it and everything. Right. Pull through again. Let me skip this.
They can fly now. Great.
Don't die.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind. Do I have like a help? What does that do? Not as good. Oh my god.
Dun dun dun.
It's because I've got to try and avoid when he throws stuff, when he does the that's two up in the air. I don't know if I can remember if I can shoot it out the way. Pain in the arse, his bosses. The funny thing is, right, it's like a lot of shooting and you'll have a bunch of game where there's no shooting at all. I want to get to that bit. Because there's a bunch of puzzle stuff in this as well.
They can fly now. Great.
I need to get close so I can get the help. Throw it. Okay, right. Help. Ooh, I can go upstairs. Ow. Oh, fuck of you. Bullshit. Yes! Oh my god. Alright, now let's go heal. Yeah, fuck your flying bullshit.
I have a feeling he'll be back.
Yep, he'll be back.
Let's stay focused. The hotline should be past the mailroom.
Right, was there anything to pick up? I remember seeing something highlight around here. Was that? No.
You're seeing things.
Yeah. Parkour! Oh, wait. There it is. Dita.
Oh dear. Hey Malcolm. Yes, tea time is at 7. I'll see you at the course on Sunday morning. By the way, have you heard about this Tennyson report? Apparently there's a bunch of copies drifting around the office. Trench is looking to get his hands on any information about who wrote it. You wouldn't happen to have heard anything about that, would you? See you Sunday, Jim.
It's easy if you read it, because I'm just going to keep probably making mistakes. You don't have to if you don't want to.
I'm the reader.
Ooh, I can. Ooh. More stuff to find.
You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years. Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today, friend of the show, Dr. Quincy Reagan, tells his story. Quincy.
Thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's SuspiciaCon. I was in room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager explained that years back, the body of a man was discovered under the bed, inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week, he said. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below them. They only found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me, no chilly spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up, I found myself under the bed. It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room.
Oh, there you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange, something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember, dear listeners, when no one else believes you, we do.
Maybe your toaster
America
is
Overnight.
possessed.
We'll be right back.
Oh, fucking hell. Do you want to read all
No.
that? Basically, nobody knows why the summary for that. Nobody knows why it's on the board. Just stuff like that. Stuff like that just happens. No, some things you can't explain. Like, yeah, like
I mean, if you're gonna fill up a facility full of weird things are gonna end up appearing anyway.
I think you're like WoW 13 as well. The basis of that is.
Is that a plant I see?
Yes. I won't shoot it this time. Look, I'm gonna. The basis of Warehouse 13 is whenever something really like emotional sort of happens, it gets infused in an object.
Oh, like in Five Nights at Freddy's, the stories.
You know, everything just comes from those few things, you know.
Comes from, well, no, not comes from, just reminds me immediately of something else that has a very similar feel to them.
Warehouse 13, I think, when did that come out?
That was years back, if I recall.
Warehouse. I would love to show you that one day, though. I think you'd like that.
Didn't you say it was only short anyway?
6 series.
Oh.
20 episodes, right, yeah, 64 episodes total. Came out in 2009. Got cancelled because fuck sci-fi. Sci-fi sci-fi are like Netflix. They'll just cancel a show when it's really good. No, the last season, I was so gutted because they built up this big storyline, and they had to make up 3 episodes to finish it off. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
I hated it when they did that to Merlin. Ugh.
It's like, I can't go in there, by the way. So,
I'm still salty about it. What,
but it's like, they had, so that's, stuff will get explained later. But yeah, it pissed me off because the last few episodes, you can tell they've rushed it, but they did did the show justice in. It wasn't one of these like rushed episodes. It looked absolutely fucking awful. It was like really well done for the last few episodes. I was just gutted they had to cancel it. For like example, there's the what was the one with the dog where he used the bell and he gave it a treat, and then it stopped every time the bell was wrong. The dog drawled. I can't remember what that one is. Yeah, I'm having a Huel Dino. I've chocolate Huel, really nice.
Oh no.
What? What?
Have you not noticed yet?
Oh god, you suck.
That wasn't me.
I know you suck. Let me just finish what I was going to say first, or else I'm not going to be able to concentrate. So yeah, the bell one. Every time it rung, the dog drawled. So in Warehouse 13, this dog ran off with an item, like an altered item. So the character has to ring the bell, and the dog comes back to her. But then you're drawling for 24 hours. So everything like you use has got an effect on that. I'd like to remind you, I've not learned to do this voice like yet. I really don't like it.
All right, take this down.
You have to sit down and just watch
situation in
Tommy
Cuba has been
Wiseau's
evaluated
stuff
by the relevant authorities.
So really,
the
just the
mysterious
one.
illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign
He had this out of a
Numerous
movie that
personnel
wasn't
have
that
damage
great.
to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course,
Hey,
the
dude.
event also damaged their
Let's see
cellular
what
walls,
his
but you can't blame
IMDb
that on
says.
some stupid
I
Boy
really
Scouts.
don't like it.
Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds an altered item would show up?
It's just sounding
inside
less
a
and less
US
at a time
embassy?
as well now.
Talk about good luck, huh?
All I can do
So
is
much
that.
easier. Hey, are you still recording this?
What is happening? A spate of disappearances traced back to home in the city of Butte, where bureau agents discovered a translucent light switch card. Bureau agents arrived at the home of low celebrity, located at redacted, which had been connected to redacted disappearance in the area. Agents found no one inside. While searching the closet, agent pulled the light switch card and disappeared from view. Another agent was selected to pull the card in order to replicate the event. He disappeared as well. Both agents were discovered at the holders house a few days later. Found in a sealed room by rangers exploring a new area of the house. I'm going to remove that. The light switch card in Butte's home closet disappeared during the incident. Where did they go? No one knows.
The hotline can't be far now.
I think for his voice, you have to like cut half the word off. So you have to read.
I found a hilarious video that I'm gonna have to show you.
Hotline chamber. You have to talk like. You have to like feel like you're trailing off right at the end. Else it just sounds weird. You can see an outline there for the door. You can see an outline.
Yes.
But what does it mean? No. According to testimony, the agents have been transported to Butte home to a Roseland Motel, named the Ocean View Motel and Casino. Discovered the room keeper performing ritual C5 MRT-1. The key opened door marked an inverted black pyramid, which he only learned after a lengthy period of trial and error. After pulling another motel card found inside this room, they were transported to Oldie's house. The disappearances of Holmes' owner and the other locals' butte had been attributed to the light switch card. The Ocean View Motel is now known to have many doors and pathways. Who cares though? Since the occurrence, an identical light switch card to the one found in Butte home have begun to appear throughout the Oldest house. At the time of writing, light switch cords have been found in the Oldest house, located in the redacted and the sectors. These all have access to the Ocean View Motel. That was exactly the one how this thing approach is redacted. But initial hypothesis on the Butte AWE is redacted. See Dr. Dunn presentation 24 for more details. I can't do the voice. It just sounds like I'm just bored when I'm doing it now. It's not as good as when I did it before. I did it really well for Frog Detective, but now it just sounds like I'm just giving up on myself. Look at those reflections. Look how cool that is.
They're certainly reflections. And now it's broken, so...
The Ocean View Motel and Casino. Green
I
logic.
can stop this in the next few seconds.
The light switch cord.
Okay.
Door marked with the
I
black
can't do the
pyramid.
voice. I can't do it anymore. I did it perfect when I did it perfectly when I did Frog Detective, and I've sort of just forgotten it over time. I think it's because when I didn't play Frog Detective, I watched the the movie based on The Room. I watched that. Yeah, there's a movie based on the Room movie. DeFranco, what's his name? It does Tommy Wiseau in it. Sounds like you're trying to talk to. I know. I'm going to remove it off the Redeem for a while till I actually learn the voice, because it's a waste of a Redeem. Like I wish I could give you points back.
Oh, you mean James Franco?
Yeah, James Franco. He's brother's in it as well. Right, so this is the light switch, by the way. So this is the light switch they're talking about.
The film you were talking about, I think it's called The Disaster Artist.
Yeah, really good. I haven't watched the original Room yet. So yeah, this is the light switch they were talking about. So got it once. Yeah, I'll just read it. Catalyst light switch. The law of 3 applies. So 2 and 3.
Whoa. Have we been here before?
So I don't know if that's
No.
an SCP sort of play.
I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country, on the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
I should just rename it to I'll do a random accent. I'll just be like Tommy Wiseau. It's like different every time trying to do it. I'm just have to stop and say, look how goddamn beautiful that looks. The lighting, like it looks so real when you look at it. So yeah, nobody knows where this is. So it's considered to be like a dimensional sort of thing. So as you pull a light switch, you get transported into another dimension. But like the light switch, the rule of 3 applies. Yeah,
Hello?
1, 2,
Anyone here?
3. I don't know if it's going to get copyrighted because I didn't turn copyright music on. Sit up straight. Oh, sit up straight as well. Right, so there's nothing in that room. So this is one of the puzzles I was talking about earlier. So you'll get like certain stuff in rooms and that. So there's nothing actually in this one either. So the last one isn't opening. Janitor. Ah. Now it's open. There we go.
The key has a black pyramid on it.
So I guess I had to do that 3 times to total 9. There we go. So now I can go in this room. And who's that in the picture? It's me. 1, 2, 3. I love this game so much. Got the Matrix phone.
Uh-oh.
Darkline Seashell is a transmitter bridge. Directors control the board to long distance. Now we're back in the astral plane again. Oh, I hate these things. Ah! They can hurt you. They're big balls of fuck knows. Just try and lure them and then run. Why aren't you running? Sprint. Stupid one.
He clearly wants to die.
And a whoop. And a hoop. And a hoop. And a hoop. All done, dialed director. You can contact us past sales in the hotline section menu. I like it. It goes a bit meta. Then you can get
It
it
is
in the
a
collector's
phone.
menu.
It's an object of power. It doesn't connect
one
to
shiny
any
marble
typical
fact.
network. A direct
still
line to the
fluffing the breeze.
astral
Oh, what,
plane
there?
and the board. And my hypothesis is,
I don't need the fan on there.
under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
There you go.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
There we go. I like my hair messy. I don't like it when it goes all flat. Look how long it is. Look. My hair's so thick as well.
The hotline.
So it's like
I can reach Trench. Well,
it's like
listen to him.
grabbing a bloody...
He feels more like an echo.
No.
An echo with
lot of hair.
important info. I need to get back to Emily.
I couldn't think of a
People react strongly when I tell them about you.
It's like growing a lot of hair. Yeah.
Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to
Just
help.
like, you know, when you got a dog when it's got loads of like fur. It's like that in my head. Like a bloody dog I am. See it
Like
now?
a husky?
I guess so. See that door? Remember the outline before?
Dense. Oh yeah.
I don't think they were meant to make it so you could actually see the outline, but when I first played, I was like, hold on a second. That's kind of sus.
Wait a minute.
Everything's destructible. I love the destruction in this game. fact they've made like all the cabinets. If you pull this, it just everything falls off. Oh. There we go. Oh, here we go. Oh god, no. Oh god, there's a lot more hiss ones. Don't really need to read them ones, it just tells you about the hiss. Hotline security log. Dr. Trench, Bill Everett, Dr. Trench. I know I call him Doctor again, don't care. I don't want to keep saying Doctor. You're supposed to be nice. Bloody. It is really nice shiny, like a shiny effect on it. You should have seen earlier they had Artie, this janitor. You'll meet again soon. There was a bit where the lighting was hitting the floor where he just washed it, and you just see it looks perfect, like perfect reflection of that. There you go.
Oh, reading time?
Yep.
Floppy disk OOP 5KE. Containment procedure. Must be contained in a cell with no other loose material. Description / para utility. The object is an 8-inch diskette containing Soviet-era nuclear launch codes. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to telekinetically lift material and throw it a short distance. See Dr. Darling presentation 1115 for more information. The object is currently bound to Redacted for research purposes. Background. Stolen from a Soviet military base located in Redacted by agents Redacted and Redacted with the CIA. The diskette contained launch codes to Redacted missiles believed to be reserved for use against Redacted. After being returned to America, the diskette began throwing computational hardware at the members of the decoding team. An informant in the CIA tipped the Bureau off, and it was requisitioned by agents the next day.
It's hard to read a lot of this stuff. There's a lot of like big words, which I don't know. There you go.
I can only imagine what you would have done reading para-utilitarians. You're like,
Yeah, it's because it uses very like it's a thesaurus heavy fucking game.
Yeah, I mean it's trying to use the right kind of terminology for this special facility about fancy objects.
Yeah.
Hotline OOP3UE containment procedure. Object should be inaccessible for use except to the director. Description / para utility. Object is a 1960s era red bakelite telephone. The rotary dial has been replaced with a black knob of unknown purpose. The phone weighs Redacted. The object allows the director to communicate with the Redacted. If used by anyone other than the director, the object will cause lethal Redacted. See Dr. Darling presentation 11.6 for more information. The object is currently bound to Director Trench. Background. The object spontaneously manifested in the director's office placed on the desk. Director Northmore was the first known Bureau agent to use it. A battery of tests were run on the object, including Redacted and Redacted, but its origin remains unknown.
Oh, we got more actually. Are we doing more? I just correspondence. Oh, we go. There's a lot of reading.
Oh, Jesus. Federal Bureau of Control. Pay attention, Alberto. This is the last time I'm explaining this. Internal lockdowns are manually triggered events that lock one or all of the sectors by restricting use of the sector elevator, effectively locking staff in their sector until the emergency is handled. They can only be lifted via the directorial override in maintenance once the director is satisfied that the situation is under control. External lockdowns are a bigger deal. Nothing in or out of the whole building is only triggered by a code red containment breach. based on some complicated system that security and research slap together. It can only be lifted once A, the threat has been neutralized, and B, a high clearance individual gives the system the all clear. This process is not the same as the directorial override, so stop saying so in documentation. I know it's confusing as hell. I've told Darling 100 times to change it, but they're adamant it stays the way it is. Honestly, I don't think they even know how to change it at this point. Let's just make sure our staff understand how this mess all works, okay? Marshall.
Need a Stephen Fry reader. You've got backup Fritz of voice. She's got an amazing. I know she's gonna hate me for saying this, but she's got a good voice. Like you've got your voice is very like. You're very well spoken when you say stuff. Like you're very clear in the way you read stuff.
Literally just from my. I don't know. Now I can't even say anything.
I'm too embarrassed now. Okay. There's one more.
Oh dear. Okay, right. Federal Bureau of Control. To all executive staff, I know there is some concern regarding our operations exceeding the annual budget. So long as we operate within the oldest house, we are obscured from scrutiny in many respects. If our budget demands are not exorbitant to the point of drawing attention, then they will be granted by the US Treasury without question. The FBC is just another line in another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant won't even notice. Their eyes will skip over us as if we weren't even there. The nature of the oldest house allows us certain freedoms in how we operate. Our being here is no accident. Regards, Zachariah Trench, Director of the Federal Bureau of Control.
Cool. Multimedia.
All right, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but we can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds an altered item would show up inside a U.S. embassy? Talk about good luck, huh? So much easier to... Hey, are you still recording this?
Yeah, we listened to that. Alright, yes. Oh, wait. There's more. Hotline.
Wait, there's more.
So, yeah, so this is basically all the little talky bits, so when they talk to you, so you can go back and listen to it all.
Oh, yeah.
That's another thing I like about this game. Anything you do is catalogued, so you won't miss out on anything. Like if you've like gone past it or you've not been able to like read it or listen to it, that it'll be just there. Oh, I can't wait to get in that room. I love this room. Sticky notes. But yeah, the reflections you were saying, Dan, it's like there's so much like little details with these the reflections, and I'll show you as we go along. Here we go. There's another one.
Oh no.
Told you there's a lot of reading in this game.
Examination of paranatural topics. Technological limitations of the oldest house. Summary. The oldest house imposes certain limitations on our bureau, but by far the most restrictive is the inability to use certain technological instruments. The oldest house does not allow devices that receive or emit any redacted signal. Radio waves are the only transmittable signals in the oldest house, and even those are often unreliable. If the power of collective unconscious is taken into account, it could be that certain pieces of technology are too new in the cultural redacted for the oldest house to have redacted them. Similarly, these items have not been known to become receptacles for altered status. Technology may be moving at too fast a pace for the redacted to occur. Modern technology tends to disappear and break here, sometimes quite violently. Redacted agents have been injured by cell phones exploding in their pockets while entering the oldest house. Refer to file 419-1935 for full report.
Basically, they've all had Samsung notes. Remember that, guys? Everyone put those explode. Yeah. I think some of those radio ones are actually like copyright ones. I can read this one. Reminder, RE, drafting any public-facing material. While pending any notifications of death related to the Willow AWE, please adhere to these following guidelines. Wait. We've done that one. Oh no. Listen, I know you can't control building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for a few weeks now. 4 weeks now. I worked my ass off in Islamabad for your station for 3 years. Earned myself a nice right to a nice workplace shitter. If I can't bring it back, at least find out where it went. That's understandable. If I need a shit, I need a shit. What is wrong with his body?
He's leaning in a weird way.
Staffing surveillance data center initiative construction, office equipment, janitorial costs, mold removal. See that stuff we saw before? That was mold. Removal.
Okay.
HQ livability costs. For cost breakdown spreadsheet, see page 5 for a 5-year comparison chart. I can read stuff like that when it's not. When the Copernical whatchamacalls and the Fajigawalds are in this dissolvable absence and stuff like that. It's like, what the fuck are you on about?
It's like, here is a dihydrocodone receptacle.
There you go, see that?
Oh, well.
Jukebox.
You've been banned.
Okay. 5 minutes. Okay. By the way, this is me just running normally. This is me just pressing WSAD. So she does technically jog, I guess. This one's the jukebox. We can't get access to it yet. But these basically little challenge mode. It's like a little challenge thing. You get coins. You start getting these coins from around the place, and you can do little challenges. Which is cool.
Okay.
I'll show you that later as well. There's some things that I can't show you till far in the game. Not spoilery though. That's like just one of those. Oh, it's here. You can do this if you want. Things for extra stuff, basically. Right. Control points are locations that bureaus identified as being vital junctions of the oldest house. When appropriate, the harmonization devices are arranged around the control point in the blank arrangement. The surrounding area will not experience any unseen building shifts. These control points are discovered by blank detection of unobstructed ping using the blank within a 37-foot radius. Numerous researchers have attempted to find control points, calling them nerve junctions or blank, or vulnerable spots to the oldest house. The common factor in all of these theories is that control points are susceptible to external influence, which allows us to stabilize the oldest house and work more confidently inside it. Theoretically, this technology could be extrapolated. See, I can read some words. To stabilize the oldest house as a whole, but testing has found that certain parts of the building refuse to be blank. I refuse to be blank. Refer to file 725-2788 for full report. So basically, half the shit, like people are like, I don't know what's happening. Alright.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The
Jesus,
comms,
calm
the
down.
hiss? Sorry.
Fucking hell.
You made it. I'm glad.
Emily,
Yes.
let's talk.
Of course.
So I guess, because he's got no, I don't know if he's got like a route, but you see all the previous directors. The last guy's there, so that, where the red is there, that's me. Would be me in there. So these are all the previous directors this place has had. I think some of them are actually some of the devs.
Probably.
Yeah. I think we're also the first male First female to be chosen.
No, you're not.
It's because my brain was looking at just the male and the brain from where it's it. No, we're the first female to be chosen, which is pretty cool.
Get off the table.
This is a great game with like a female representation. I love it. It's great that more games are now aren't afraid to. As a walking speed.
Get your feet off the table.
What was I saying? Fuck, I forgot what I was going to say now.
I got the hotline. I could
Oh
make
yeah,
out what Trench
female
is saying.
representation. I'm glad there's more female representation
Incredible.
in games. in the
What did
last,
he
like,
say?
5 years.
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's
I still
secrets.
love
Your boss, Darling.
the
Tomasi,
reaction
but
of people
he's gone.
when they found out that Samus was a girl.
Salvador?
He's the head of security.
Half going, yeah, and half going, oh,
And
fuck.
Marshall?
We're like, yes!
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
This Courtney Hope
Someone who
does
could help
this,
us.
by the way. This who that.
The other sectors.
I mean, they.
How do I get there?
It's impossible because of
thing
the
about Remedy
internal lockdown.
is
You can perform a directorial
the
override to
actors
lift it, but that can
are
only be
actually
done in
how
the
the actors
maintenance
look.
sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
So.
We already got past one lockdown.
Oh, I'll show you in a second.
Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself. Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
So she's been in CSI, NCIS, Bones, Quantum Break. She played the character as well. Yeah, she's been in a lot of stuff. Department of Maintenance. She's one of those faces, you know, you go, oh, it's her. The machine. It's Ben the Ink Machine. This is what he's amazing. I love the audio in this game. It's so like rumbly and like sci-fi. So right, you see, look, right, let's look at her. Try and get a zoomed in view of her face. Okay, hold on. Can't really look at. Need to lean up against something so I can zoom into her face. So you got to see like that there. So how she looks. It's like she's like looks exactly. Oh god, it really doesn't. Like she looks exactly like her. Like you've actually modelled after her face now. You don't really see that.
Do you hear that? Someone's singing.
Someone is singing.
Where's it coming from?
Hope is asked
Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
She calls it.
Let's change our. Oh, I can put my abilities up. Forgot about that. Health, energy. Let's put one in each.
The singing was coming from the elevator?
Hmm. What does it mean?
In person.
Astral conduct. So we can actually get the next one soon. Once we get our source. We lost a load of source because we kept dying.
Stop spilling the ketchup.
What?
With a
You
pencil
said
and
you lost
paper.
a load of sauce.
I think she's trying to get us killed.
Right. Kill enemies in X. So we can do that one. So we can do little count measures now, which we can earn mods and stuff from, which is cool. Instruction is coming. Head, brain, melon is weak. It's just accept the ones.
I
Let's
thought you
change
said head, brain, melon is squeak.
Let's change our outfit. We'll change to this one now.
Time to work. Meet me in the maintenance.
Maintenance.
Like I said before, the janitor is a friendly face.
Maintenance are realistic, not perfect, showing away room for sight perfection. Impressive. Glad you like it, Dino. Dracula. That is Artie, the janitor. Who I thought was evil. Maybe he is though.
Did someone say Dracula?
Blair?
Blah blah blah.
The maintenance sector is the
go
janitor
blah, blah, blah.
domain.
I do not say
If
blah
I can
blah
find
blah.
Ahti here, he can help me reach the override.
I could
Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on. Maybe it was Ahti. It felt like he made
Every
the
time I
elevator
talk.
appear that took me to Trench's office. Is Ahti guiding me too?
This is one of those games I could just stare at the environment for hours. It's just so pretty. Oh, this is my favourite thing. Like, look, oh no, can't get in. The clearance level is not like high enough. Shame. Just walk through the. Oh God, do you want to read that?
Can't see it yet. Okay.
It's a lot to read.
Unless You, reviewed by Captain Lopez. These days, most YA novels intertwine the coming-of-age story with either a contrived dystopian setting or a tragic romance. Unless You managed to do both. In the story, the protagonist and her love interest search for a cure to a virus called the Fix, which is simultaneously killing her and spreading across the whole world. To find the cure, they go on expeditions into dangerous, uncharted territories. The people all live in walled cities now because dystopian future, and along the way they just have to fall in love. I liked how we never got to know if the Fix was ever actually fixed. The ending was bold, especially for YA. The main character succumbs to the Fix when she's so close to the cure and commands her love interest to go on and save the world. She knows this is the end for her, but that the job can still get done. She dies out in the unknown, alone, and surrounded by danger, but never loses sight of the goal. That's a good soldier's death. I give the book 3 out of 5. I feel most of the teenage angst is a little lost on me, but I'd recommend it to my brother's kids.
Ooh, we got extra Red Wings missions. So we got these missions now. So we got to find Artie. Our friend.
Artie.
More zoom. Use that zoom option. Zoom. I know it's a silly thing to be like really excited about stuff like that, but it's just I'm just amazed how
override is right there in the
in the
control room.
last
How do we get there?
how much we've advanced in the last 20 years, graphics wise. Like when say we saw like PlayStation 1 and N64, we were fucking hell, that graphics are amazing. You look back at it now, it's like shit.
Wow, nice graphics.
But then you look at this now, it's like the reflections of the lighting, it's gorgeous. And it's only going to get better. Like, in 10 years' time, we're going to go, fucking hell, this looks ugly. Like, why isn't it photorealistic? Oh fuck, run. Zoom. Oh, zoom zoom in text. I thought you meant zoom as in like with my gun. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, I thought you meant. Forget. I'll remember to do that next time. I thought you wanted me to zoom into the environment. I was like, yeah, I can do that. Suction. Delays caused by house shifts do not count towards overtime. Can't find your office? What's your step? Imagine working and be like, fuck, I can't get back to work. There's a lot of stuff going on at once. Oh, there we go. Janitor's office. He's got his own little sign.
What's down that way?
Mary Chase. Activate. It's a strange light in the break room. This one? He's got his own bloody poster. What is that strange light in the break room? What? Okay. Oh. Cleanse the merry-go-round horse, object of power. But what does it mean?
This place makes me nauseous.
I think this is what you were saying about the room.
An object of power.
The one that keeps extending.
How do you think it got down here? A carousel horse. Why is kid stuff always so creepy?
Why indeed? Now, I can obey. Wait, did I just fail that even though I got past it? I don't get the evade for a carousel horse though. I don't get the relation what they do for that. I guess it moves forward. Gold enemies are immune to attacks. Success, end of a level achievement. And the horse now bound, friends for life. Certain games that are not available are extreme graphics, but some really made by detail. Benefit from realism. I foresee VR used in context detailing to a good effect. Yeah. And greater detail in the direction you're looking, a bit like normally you see around us. This is, I think this is max settings. I'm using DLSS, which means what it uses is AI to render at a higher resolution than it actually is, without need of having AA to get rid of the little pixels around it, which is cool. But this all the ray tracing's all high because I've got DLSS on. It allows me to have higher settings because it's using the AI to render it higher without the cost. It's got make sure everything was really high for it as well. It does come with a slight FPS drop, but it's worth it for how beautiful. Like some games they have it, but you don't really notice it because you don't really notice it because it's you move too fast. But this they make sure you can look at the floor. Look how they make sure you can see every little detail as you go. I can see the light.
Don't go towards the light. I
It is
can't
so
help it. It's so beautiful.
And now we're back. And now there's a playing card on the floor. The Queen. I'm gonna be right back. I need Lou. I should put myself on be right back as well. I am back. And there we go, catch up. Right, you were saying about the VR thing, Diana. Have you? I think it's VRSS. It's subsampling based on what DLSS does with the AI. With the AI sort of way of doing the anti-aliasing. There's for VR, like how they've done it. It's based on what you can see through the goggle bits. Whatever you're looking at, it will AI upscale it without any cost, meaning it can look much more beautiful. Much more beautiful. Either way. It will basically, and whatever you see in the vision will look really nice. But say if you're outside that vision, it will be lower detail, so like everything will be lowered. But as soon as you look at it, it's all high detail. So it's only what you see, meaning it costs less for VR. Whatever games use it, if you use it in VR, you won't have a hard time like trying to keep it like lagging. It won't be lagging as much. I wish I could explain things without sounding like a complete dumbass.
Thing look pretty.
Yeah. I am a techie person, but I'm not huge into like huge tech. Like I can't go, oh yes, this means all these things and these things like that. I'm just like, oh that does that, and that's cool. Sounds like yeah, it's only I think in the last like 5 years that they found the next advancement in gaming tech. I love these. See me reflected in the background.
Hey, Meg! What are you drawing? I'm drawing a dog!
I'm drawing the pyramid.
The what?
The pyramid.
What's a pyramid?
The Black Pyramid. It's in the astral plane.
Airplane?
Astral plane. It's big, white, and empty. Or is it? It's a weird, crazy alien dimension. The white goes on forever. You can get lost in all that white and never find your way back home.
I miss my home.
I thought you just got no response to that. Has it broke you that much?
Just weirded out.
I'll get used to it. It gets weirder.
Okay.
Well done. You got the job. It's place for congratulations. Yippee, saatana. It happened in the last drop. I truly need an assistant.
Funny thing is, I've been a janitor. I'm more at home in that role than as the director. Only Ahti here seems to see that.
Yeah, hi, Ahti. Look, we need to get the lockdown lifted, otherwise I can't get to the other sectors. Can you help me get to the override?
Yes, easy peasy. It's just around the corner. But first, we need to get you working. Very small, couple of hours job.
Something tells me it's gonna be more than that.
You think there's a dog buried in this? I can tell you are not yesterday's Krause's son. That's why you'll make a great assistant. Very well. I'll hit the facts on the table. Mä kyllä sanon perkele suoraan, that this house has a vermin problem. A bad one. They've already messed up the cooling pumps. And the power generators of a power plant, perkele. And the pensioner inside is starting to feel the band around his head tighten. The situation needs to be fixed before the plant blows up. And we all disappear like a fart in Sahara.
Trying my best to keep up with this. fix the coolant pumps and the power generators, otherwise the power plant will blow?
But don't you worry. I've left you clear instructions. You'll catch the end of the thread before I go to my vacation. The work's on the task board here. You can do later, when you have time.
Vacation? Right.
Yes, no one's gonna cancel my holiday or seat's gonna rattle. But don't worry at all. You'll take care of it, and soon this crisis gonna be last winter's snow. You better go now, so you don't have to run with your head as your third leg. The door in the back leads to the plant.
The door in the back. That's great. Thank you, Ahti.
Not questioning the fact he can read your mind.
Yeah, I noticed that. She just completely ignored that.
Burn the trash.
So even reference
Throw it in the fire.
He even
burn it all.
He even
burn it into a reindeer.
Trying to talk, mate. I like that he even sees the mission text. He's. I was saying now, right? You never actually find out what it's about. You don't. I never. Nobody knows what he's about.
He is an object of power.
Nobody knows. But it's. I love his character because it's such a simple, but it's simple but complex as a character. Like he's just a janitor, but there's more to him.
Pensioner. Yes. Moore is the director. Started blood on the walls in his bachelor pad.
You done? Okay. I hate walking out when there's a character talking to you. Might as well open these two doors. Well, I threw that the wrong way. Whoops.
Okay, so what happens again if that thing blows up?
Power. Explosion. Too much. Director's duty. Keep the light on. Now.
Ooh, reading material. An object powered escaped the Panopticon a couple of weeks ago, and they wanted everybody to keep an eye out for it. So if everyone sees a merry-go-round horse zipping around the sector, alert me immediately. Do not try and contain it on your own, and definitely do not bind it to yourself. Your security chief, Simon Arish. Can still get my head around the fight in Sahara.
Go talk with Chief Arish in the security booth. He's in charge here.
Alright. Hello.
Hey! Hey! Chief Arish, FBC Security.
Hold on a
Shouldn't
second.
you be in a...
Hey Simon, I got your message. Yeah, if someone in the sector is asking about Ahti, just tell him you'll handle it and leave it at that. And in no circumstances should any personnel intervene with his day-to-day routine. I told you everything I know about him, so you could better deal with his odd habits. But yes, it's still very much classified matter. Also, I saw your report about quarry worker who had wandered in Foundation. Detaining him was the right move. We'll figure out what he saw before we decide the next steps. Cheers, Lynn. But yes, if you hadn't noticed, something's up between Trench and Darling. I know this isn't your strong suit, but try your best to stay out of it.
Safe room.
They all have HRAs. We're on the same side.
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm here to perform the directorial override to get the lockdown lifted.
Yeah, Chief Arish, FBC Security. I'm just... Oh, hang on, you're the new director.
It's a pleasure, ma'am.
Let's skip the formalities, please.
Right. Faden, ma'am. Look, as you can probably tell, it's a bit of a shit show down here. We've been holding our ground, but whatever's gotten into our buddies has them wrecking the coolant pumps and the power converters. The NSC keeps overheating, and my crews keep getting shot before they have a chance to make any repairs.
NSC?
Oh, sorry. Bureau jargon. It's what we call the power plant. You know, the big rumbling metal thing? Salvador, head of security, asked me to protect it in case of an attack. See, what's inside is dangerous. Dr. Darling seemed to know it would be a target.
Darling? He's here?
No, he came down a few days ago, before everything went to hell. He was out of it. Smelled like a bar mat. He was ranting about vulnerabilities and how he only had one large-scale HRA, but that he needed it somewhere else. Still, at least he gave us these personal HRAs before he left. Hey, did I mention that he was tearing his clothes off? Crazy dude.
Darling knew the hiss was coming.
Listen, I love playing 20 questions as much as the next guy, but we have got to get the water and electrical systems repaired before this baby blows. I'll have my guys unlock the doors out of here for you.
I'll take care of it. You stay and keep the hiss away from the plant if you can.
The hiss? That's what we're calling him? Oh, that's catchy. Oh, listen, the radios aren't working, so if you find my boss Salvador out there, could you please ask him what the plan is? I'm sure he will have one by now.
I'll keep an eye out for him.
He sure has a lot of faith in his boss.
Try to stay alive.
Funny.
Blockages in pipe C through F. Put the clock back. Now. Oh man, Adi is gonna be so pissed.
Wait, I can talk to him again?
When the converters and coolant pumps are working again, we should be able to get this baby back down to a safe temperature. I hope.
Oh, I can ask some stuff.
What do you know about the hiss?
Not much, only what I've seen. Well, they use the same tactics that Marshall and Salvador taught us, which makes me think that the hiss haven't completely erased the people inside, which is a pretty fucking horrible thought. Or they're just using whatever they find in their victims' heads. In any case, they are really eager to get inside the power plant.
Why do you think that is?
Shit, I don't know. They want to make my life harder?
Arish.
What do you do here, Arish?
Security chief of the maintenance sector. I make sure all the weird shit down here doesn't bother the maintenance crews. Learned everything I know from Salvador. The best security agent this bureau has ever seen.
And you like your job?
I love it. You know, everyone thinks that maintenance is the lowest rung on the ladder just because we fix pipes instead of writing memos, but I gotta be honest. These are the bravest people in the goddamn building. I'm proud to work with them.
I've done a few odd jobs with these kind of folks. They say what they mean. I like that.
What exactly is the power plant?
Listen, I only know what Salvador told me, but I know it generates all the electricity for the Bureau, and it's got two very simple rules. Rule 1, keep it below a certain temperature. Rule 2, don't ever, ever open it. Oh, and 3, it's classified, so I shouldn't ask.
Sounds like secrets are standard operating procedure around here.
Oh, yeah. It's all part of the job.
Service weapon.
What do you know about the service weapon?
Not much. That thing is director only. Salvador told me by the time he saw Trench use it. Sounds like that gun can do some serious damage. Yeah, I did see pictures of it once, though, and it looks different to that thing you're carrying. You modded or something? It's new.
Is new a good thing?
Given the circumstances, I'd say new is our best bet.
He's technically referencing to the fact I can modify it with a new upgrade, but I haven't actually done that yet, so it kind of doesn't make sense.
Do you know this Ati guy?
Of course. He's my favorite coffee break buddy. Dude has got some crazy stories. He probably knows more than anyone else around here, if you can make sense of what he's saying.
Any idea where he's from?
I'm guessing Sweden.
He's from where he's from. Look, there are just some stones that are better left unturned, you know?
Alright, let's exit.
I should be going.
Right.
I've got
You
nothing
gotta lock
else
down
to
the
say
lift.
to you. You're boring me now, I must leave. Right. Ah, there we go. way.
Everything's red.
Hate the floating hiss. Does it explode? Fuck! Shit. Hate those hiss so much. Like if they sometimes they'll just appear behind you and fucking blow up.
Like Peekaboo.
Yeah, pretty much. Fucking annoying. Especially if you're like just gone right near the end of the fight and one just appears behind you, blows you, like you fail. Coolant pumps. Power plant. Furnace chamber. Let's go to the furnace chamber first. Wherever that is. Or not.
Power cut.
But
Replace the parts.
easy. Ah, oh my god, die. There we go. Yeah. It's from Finland. Does sound like Finnish. Right, let's get some abilities. No, wait. Let's upgrade my weapon first. Shatter, spin, grip. I can't remember which is the one that. Shatter, shot. So that's shotgun. That is SMG. That is. Oh, what's that one? That's like a sniper, I think. Oh no, it's a grip for the. Okay, never mind. So let's get a shotgun one for the next one. So we can now. We can now upgrade that. Get some more energy. So now if we go into G, we now have mods we can put into it. Scope to shatter, recoil, damage against enemy armor. Useful. So that gives you health enemy pickup is 20. That's 23, so that's better now. Cool. And we can change it now with this. Shotgun. Come on. Okay. Reflections.
By trash, did Ati mean barrels full of hazardous biological material?
Do you read that one?
One sec. Federal Bureau of Control. Hey Boza, get this. The accounting department still says they haven't received my expense reports. They say the receipts probably got lost in the mail tubes because of a shift or a threshold or some such fuckery, and that if I don't have the originals, they can't verify my expenses for reimbursement. This is such bullshit. Why do we even use these fucking tubes if they just spit our mail out in some other goddamn dimension? Just venting here before I make a formal complaint. Useless pieces of shit. Rodriguez.
Alright. Furnace.
Looks like I'm breaking some environmental regulations on waste disposal, but if that's what Nazi wants, then I'll get it done.
Got to burn all these barrels now. Kobe. Can we get him from here? No. One more. Is that it? No. Right, where's the last one? Ah, I see a green glow. Thank you, lighting. I've got a green glue. I've never been so happy to see radiation barrels.
That's all of them.
Nice.
My name is Dr. Pierce, lead researcher of the Parakinesiology Department. I believe that I've discovered a Code Omega paranatural entity residing within the Bureau itself, right under our noses. Darling refused to allocate me the budget or resources, so I'm taking matters into my own hands. Let this recording be the proof I need to convince them. The furnace can speak. It's been talking to me for some time now. Listen. Did you hear that? It's a sentient force capable of communicating. I checked and there's no record of ever installing this furnace. I believe that... Oh, sorry. What? Yes, I can feed you. What do you eat? I see. I'll try to find some volunteers.
Feed me, people. Feed me, Seymour. You've never actually seen that film.
Have you not?
No, I've seen the original one.
I only watched it last year.
I've seen the original black and white version, but that's it.
The colour one's great.
Whenever people referenced it, I was like, wait, wait, the black and white one? No, the musical one. I was like, wait, what?
Oh look, someone's appeared in chat.
Close to get in the car. How is everyone? Not too bad. I'm just taking out the trash. Feeding the giant furnace. Radioactive waste. There is. I don't think it's shown up yet, but there's something we have to feed it later. It appears at a certain point. There we go. Look. See, that wasn't there before. There is a way to get it. You're supposed to get it later, but you can technically get it with this way. We used to be able to. I don't know if they've patched it. You have to kind of get the highlight just right. Ah. When I go to press it. Come on. Come on. Yes, there we go. You're not supposed to get this till later in the game.
Cheater.
Yes. Wait, actually, best not me tidying up. Or I mean, if you've got powers like this, you can help. He's chucking stuff around, making a mess. Actually, I've read backwards. I read that up the chat. So right, so for a bit of context, there's now TVs hidden across the game, and you have to bring it back to there. So we'll see TVs now and again. We have to bring them all the way back to Furnace. But that was the first one. You'll start seeing them around. I mean, there's another one in there. There we go. There's the other one there. Don't even make this. You have kids to do that. It's 2. I think we've got 4 more to go, but I can't remember where the other ones are at the moment, so we won't get them just now. But onwards on to the next bit. How are you, Stace, anyway?
We need to fix this thing ASAP.
Yay. NSC cooling.
Bro, go to city. Fix it fast. If the plant goes boom, we can throw the spoon in the corner.
Okay. Spoon in the corner. I don't get that.
Shit. What now?
My old enemy, the Glock, is blocking the pipes. You need to deal with that shit. He is very clever. He's trying to sneak out. He put his hand in the fish trap.
Stop spitting shit at me.
What the hell is that? Oh, that's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
A ton of poo.
That reminds me of what they found in the sewers under London.
What was that?
It was basically a giant blockage of just years and years worth of fat and other just fat shit, just loads of gross stuff.
Yeah.
It was just like, what the fuck? Nobody's eating it.
Nobody's eating it. Hopefully not. Okay. Oh. rid of it all. Bye, a giant ball of poo. I am the great
mighty poo.
Yeah.
Needs more opera.
We need to hurry.
And then repeating glitching every fucking... Oh, still pisses me off that I glitched like 4 times.
That was ridiculous.
I don't know if it was a case of it was because it was on a Xbox or... Right. There we go. 1 down.
Take the fucking cube.
I've deflated the poo ball. Not in as such, just take
It just makes like a deflating balloon sound.
Put it over there because I need that over there, man. Oh, my back's always hurting. I know I could do something about it, but it's been hurting for years. Like I've seen a doctor, right? They said, "Oh, we'll recommend you to a chiropractor." Never did.
Okay, so cheers for that. About the people I went to, it's like, hey, my joints still hurt after all of these years. They're like, it's just growing pains. I'm like, I'm a fucking teenager now.
I'm 52. You're still growing. Fuck you. Oh, I hate dying in this because you have so much stuff.
It's like, it's just growing pains. What, since birth? Okay.
I mean... It's so quiet. I can't see.
And that's the story of why I've never gone back to the doctor for that reason.
Oh, gotta go through all that again. I hate doing that bit so much.
Fun.
We need to fix this thing ASAP.
It's oh fuck. Oh god. Oh fuck. I think I've just fucked myself. Oh no, wait.
You're like, wait.
Let me break this. There we go. Oh thank god. Oh no, it's still connected. Okay, yes. That's good. Luckily it's only a few of them, but it's just annoying. It's the ones that are armoured that are tougher. Because because he's going by like I'm like human. I'm just human with these powers. You still have the issue of I've got human like if I get something thrown in my head it will hurt. But I've got such a small life bar. That's why you got to try and be careful now. That's TV monster. What's that?
Sorry, no, I didn't mean to do that.
What is that? Weird object. Oh, it's like an audio. Yeet it. Yeet the game.
One of those old school speakers.
Yeah. The gross blockage down in the water system's back. What the fuck is it? And where does it keep coming from? And why does Artie keep you yelling nonsense at it? He acts like you can understand him. Of course he acts like we can understand him too. Guess it's his brand of crazy. I'm going to try out that new drain cleaner. Extra stream. Extreme stuff. Oh God's sake. Alright, so while it's free and nobody's hacking. There we go.
There go the pipes. Nothing more satisfying.
Yeah, nothing more satisfying as we're getting fucking attacked by more shit.
Be right back.
Alright. can't see what half these bloody people are. And here comes the ball ache. Right, I need to get something explosive to pour it in. Explosive, come on. Source, there we go. Let's wipe out a lot of these. There we go. That is a big old guy with a machine gun. And now we can leave. Hope your back feels better soon, Stace. Safe now. Okay, right. Put abilities up. Let's put a health up. Oh, I can't now. Yeah, never mind. Energy converts this way, so we need to go this way next. close them like that. Right. So you can't go in here because there's that'll hurt us as soon as you step in. We'll get to that back. Right, need a power.
It's fried up. You need to fix it before the old twig bats inside the plant has a shift.
Bounced a power cube off someone, it bounced into the converter.
Oh.
Like convenient.
Trick shot.
Took a while to keep. Boris says when he goes into his office, he goes, let's go lift the lockdown. Wait a minute, another lockdown.
Wait a minute, never mind.
Making sure there's nothing hidden. Oh, but apparently my death. Shut up. I pressed control. I think I ran out of energy before I could do it. Because the control was connected to the energy as well. Loading, loading screen, loading. It's the loading screen. Please don't say I've got to do that again.
Got to do that again.
Don't. I don't think I do. But I have to go all the way back up. Okay, shit. Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna shift up there. Electricity level high, water level high. Next game Wednesday, 8 usual spot. Hazard only $20. Arish, still fucking winning streak. Someone figure out how he's cheating. Thompson, suspended the game because he's shady doing the incident. Guy, I owe you 60. I brought beers last time, so hopefully it's Hepsonstall's turn. Word.
My name is...
Oh, it's that one, okay. No, wouldn't be that easy. I'll see you, man. Fuck. Come on, help, come on. Alright. Yeah, as you go on, you'll get skill points that say, like, the health pickups are worth, say, 50% of what it is. It's worth, like, more, 50% more. And dodge the fish. Nice. Right.
Decubify this place.
Yep.
To protect them. Forces contain a lockdown. Only be lifted by a directorial override.
This is what we came here to do.
Just cool little detail. So as I use that as I hold that up, it's slowly regenerating more ammo. That's such a cool little detail. And here we go. And that's where I'm going to call it today.
The other sector should be open now.
Perfect time.
I think it's time I
Cliffhanger.
told Emily why I'm here.
Dun,
I'll risk
dun,
it.
dun.
So what we're going to
should
do...
get to know each other.
Okay. I'm going to take us back there and leave us there because that will save when we're there. So let's go to Central Executive. Yeah. So this is a Control. It was my game of the year of 2019. And I absolutely adore it, so I'm happy to show you guys what it's like. It is a lot of shooting, but they'll eventually we'll get to a bit where there's a lot of puzzles and a lot more lore. It's you're slowly gaining
A lot of these questions
your powers.
can be answered by obtaining a live specimen.
Here? But we don't have the proper
Yeah, I shall catch you tomorrow for Pokemon. It's gonna be fun. Fire Red. So I hope I can see you soon. What time am I streaming tomorrow? I guess 7 again. Because it was supposed to be 1 today. So I'll do 7 tomorrow. Yeah. You all have a good night. Sleep well. I shall see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.